Alright guys, we are going to be doing an absolute bombing video. So today I'm going back, like way back, PS3 times. This is like 7 years ago because GTA 5 was released around then, about 7 years ago. So today I'm going to go back 7 years, roughly about 6 years, because it probably took me about a year to build this, and show you guys my garage and my character and everything. So if you do like this video, please like the video and also subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll get straight into it after the intro. Alright, so I'm going to my first garage that I ever, well, I don't know if I ever bought. No, it wasn't. One of my first garages that I really got the money to build. I only have 2 garages now. Normally you can hold like 3 in this one block, but I've only got 2 at the minute. And first off the bat, we have banging crew colors, but this is just the way I done things. Like, it's crazy. Back in the day, I used to have little money in GTA, and if you guys want me to help you guys with your money situation in GTA and how to become so like basically a GTA 5 billionaire, then subscribe and also comment down below that you want to see that video, and it'll help me out a lot. But anyway, we have actually a modded BMX right here, and I actually forgot I had this. And we do actually have a modded mask as well. So this was actually my, one of my first GTA garages, because we don't even have the Sultan RS. This is like the first Sultan, and to be quite honest, that color looks pretty dope. But basically, this was one of our first proper cars. Now, I used to watch a guy on YouTube, and he was so big compared to me, and I didn't know how I got so big, and now I've overtook him. And basically, he told me how to stance this car, and I used the exact same car. I used to have it blue, but then I changed it. Awesome car though, called Voltic, which is kind of like a Lotus, Elise. Then we have our Carbonara right over there, or Carbonizera, the Ferrari. I actually quite like this build because it's quite clean, and most of my cars that I made back in the day are actually really clean. Now, this car right here, this Audi, I think it's like based off like an A4. This was my most favorite car in GTA. Probably one of my, at least one of my top 5 favorite cars. This is definitely up here. This car was the absolute bomb back in the day. And just because of the color, everyone loved this car. When I went to car meets, they were like, that's the car. And the only problem I ever had was this in car meets was with this car, you had to lower it by sniping it. Now, it's still the exact same thing. You still lower it by sniping the disc brakes, like the bottom disc brakes, and I showed you guys how to do that. And if you want to know how to do that, then check out my video. I'll link it down in the description or in the comments. Just check down there and I'll show you how to lower your car in 2020. But back in the day, this car was the bomb, and I actually took one of the photos. Like, this was Snapmatic moments. So if you're from like GTA, like PS3, Xbox 360, you knew this was the thing. And basically, this is how you done, like, this is how you created your photos, and you can go down or up or anything. And then when you were creating, oh crap, actually switched it to selfie mode there. But when you were creating your photos, or videos, it was like black bars. So if you ever watch my old PS3 videos, this is what it is, and this is basically like the editing that we had. But it's an awesome car. Now, this one is actually a car or a motorcycle that I used to do stunts in. And because I know this is because just of the color, Now I do have a Body 801 somewhere, and I can't remember where it was. But this motorbike was the fastest motorbike at one stage. I don't know what is now, but this was the bomb back in the day. Then we have our Koenigsegg. I like this. I like this a lot because of the color. This was my race car. It was everything. I liked it. I loved it, and it was just that was my race baby. For this car, actually, I don't have a clue why I made this car. I don't have a clue, but it is quite nice actually. Probably think it was maybe like a Bad Boys or something like that anyway. And then we have our Elegy. Now this car has been through some amount of colors, and to be quite honest, I do like the black wheels with it. Now obviously I've had this car as a Fast and Furious car at one stage because it does say Brian on the license plate. And I really do like this car. I'm just going to take this and open it. And basically, if you can remember, the Elegy was a free car for all GTA Online owners. And it was like one of the cars that you basically started off in GTA. And it was one of the fastest cars and the best cars just to start off in GTA. It was just crazy. And a lot of people had racer ones, and a lot of people had clean ones as well. And moving on to our second garage. I'm not sure. Oh, this is the garage. Alright, let me just go all the way to the back so you don't see the colors. The Futo! Oh my gosh, I forgot I had this. This car was the bomb. I think this color has been changed a lot too. And then we have our Phoenix. I like this Phoenix as well. It's actually a pretty mint color on it. I think that's gasoline green with like ultra blue. I think this car would actually look pretty nice lowered. I think that's why I actually done it. And also it was a car you picked off the street, and I think it still is. Then when this car came out, this was like the first car that represented the Mark 1. Now obviously we have a different car, and I forget the name of it. And I don't know why I do, but this was the Warner, and it was a dope car even when it was lowered. I like this car when it was low. And then obviously we have the Fast and Furious 5 version of it, or 4. Which was pretty dope there. We have the Valera. I quite like this. This is quite clean. It's a sporty little car. And I can't remember really driving it too much either. And then we have our BMX in our car spot. Now this was the thing back in the day. You used to get modded color BMXs. I don't know how this came about, but it was awesome. And like having it in a car spot was actually like the coolest thing. And then we have this. I think I just took this off the road one day. But we have the Ruiner. Now this is my favorite color scheme of all time. Now I watched a YouTuber do this color scheme, and it was hot pink rims. And I didn't like them. I decided to go with this Dew Yellow, and it looks badass when it's lowered. And I really like this car because it was one of the cleanest cars in car meets. And I never used to like get rid of this color scheme. I used to go to car meets like honestly crapping myself. Just because I didn't want anyone stealing my color scheme on this car, because I just loved it so much. And it was an awesome car too. Now we'll just head on up to another garage. I think we have somewhere close. See, because we're so poor in this account, we're not even that poor in it, but we do have different garages about the place, and I want to go and check them out, because it could be eye-opening. We could have like the nicest cars and we don't even know. But this was completely back in the day, like PS3. I switched over to PS4 on this account, and then I basically just started over again. And I probably should have stayed on this account. But now I'm a GTA 5 billionaire from starting a new account, starting it right, and I just earn money from them. We have so many old, like this was before bunkers, this was before nightclubs, before flipping factories opened up. It was even before Heist. Then when Heist came out, it was just a different level. Alright, so let's go. I remember this, guys. I remember coming down this hill. Look at the guns we even have. We've just standard guns. Nothing worth even. But that's the hill you used to come down. You just come flying into here. We'll check what's in here. There could be nothing. Okay. There's actually a few. Oh, I remember this. Okay, so when the faction came out, I really liked the San Andreas, and in San Andreas you had two different gangs. You had the Ballas and you had the Grove Street families. You had they were the two main ones, but you obviously had different gangs up in there. But the Grove Street boys, this is why I basically made this car, because I wanted that look. And that was so cool when that car came out. I just couldn't believe it. Then with this one, I made straight out of Compton. Now, if you guys remember the scene remake we done, it was on PS4. And we used the Voodoo for it. And there was this scene where the top bonnet was raised because of the hydraulics, and the back was down low, and they're passing. And also, this car was used in the scene where they're driving up the straight out of Compton, like Dre's house or something. And then we have this clean car. I just used this car as a clean one. I didn't really, didn't go too far on it. I just wanted a clean look. I probably went too much in the speakers, though, on the inside. And then for this, we had two. This was my favorite car to drift. The Shafter. And then basically we got a long wheelbase version, and I wanted to replicate the exact same car onto it, exact same wheels, exact same paint job, and see what it was like. Obviously the interior is a bit different, but there was a difference with it, and they both look awesome lowered as well. Let me go take it out for a spin to my next garage. This was the best drift car ever. See, once you lower this bad boy, there's just no grip. It was really between the Fido and this. And in this one, guys, we have the Nightshade, and it's the only car. Wow. This was probably just when the Nightshade came out and I needed somewhere to store it. And then I probably sold all of my cars. This was a badass car when it came out. And that's all of my garages. That's every single one of my garages from back in the day. Let's see if we have any sort of... Oh yeah, that was a Willard faction car. A Scarecrow, wow. Funeral guy. My modded body doesn't work. Pumpkin guy. Scary guy, I liked him. The modded hat, that was cool. And that's it. Wow. So we had all of them things from back in the day. The modded body had no torso. That's why I liked it, and that's why I called it the modded body. But that was back in the day, and that's all of my cars. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash that subscribe button. And hopefully we could do videos just like this. This was my old garage, so I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like. What it looked like back in the day, my very first cars. And yeah. So, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe for more. And, as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!